Are you someone who are open to listen to different ideas, different perspectives, different points of view, different mindsets? Or are you triggered by those differences? Well, I used to be triggered by differences many years ago. And what I did, my strategy was to defend mine, to not allow anything else to change, or in other words, I was doing a win. My mindset was I had to win. I had to convince others, or at least sustain my opinion, because mine was the right one. Until throughout my experience with my work, I found out that when we open up, when we validate someone's idea, it doesn't mean that we accept it, not accept it, but that we think the same, because the goal is not to think the same. The goal is actually to merge those ideas, 2 or 3 different ideas, and then using imagination to create a brand new possibility. What a way of coming up with new solutions and solving problems in very different ways. This is what we talk about when we explain, or when we go through the process of synergy. I invite you to join us. We're in a world right now that is working through connections, through the networks that we establish among our friends, among our associates, among our relatives, and the world, if we want to expand globally. And so in order to make those connections, there is a need to emphasize how to connect with people who are different, who come from diverse cultures, who come from a different point of view, different perspectives. Understanding that the homogeneous society is now difficult to find. And in the past, when we lived in a homogeneous society where everybody thought the same, then it was okay to have conversations where people felt validated, because very rarely did people have different views and different ways of looking at the world, or even different opinions. In our training, we found out that many of the conflicts arise because of having different opinions or different perspectives, and some of us wanting to either convince someone that the one that we have is the right one, and or get very upset if someone challenges us with a different point of view. Now, as I said at the beginning, in this world where globalization is the norm, where really finding a different, or not finding, but realizing that we are unique, that we are different, and respecting those differences, having the ability to, number one, give feedback, and number two, to manage those differences, or as some people will call it, conflict, is an essential tool for our effectiveness. And we're going to present a series of tools and examples and case studies that will provide ideas and methods, and again, tools that will help us to break through that space where communication stops, or either stops or people leave and nothing gets resolved. We invite you to follow us in our channel for a series of conversations.